I believe these players are currently in
Game one still?
yeah, in game one it looks like.
Okay, all right.
Looks like here.
Maybe they got started a little bit late. I know we had the pairing issues, so could be one of those.
So looks like we have J-Ray here on the bottom and Charizard up top. Looks to be a little bit of a ramp mirror match here. J-Ray on Yarok Field here. And Charizard on Yarok Field and J-Ray maybe playing a field deck as well. Let's take a look at their deck list here and see what we got going on.
Huh. Well,
We got J-Ray's deck list here. Looks like they're playing like Planeswalker ramps, some main deck Ashioks.
two Shifting Ceratops.
Shifting Ceratops, yeah, a bunch of creatures. Looks like just non-field ramp here on J-Ray's side.
Yeah, interesting. Frame drop.
Yeah, J-Ray, one of the matches we're casting dropping a little bit of frames here. I think both players are dropping frames though, so I'm not really sure that I have a, spectator client win, please.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing, Blur. I appreciate having you. Thanks to everybody that played and everybody that's hanging out watching content today. We had stuck through like 1,400 people, even we're having some technical issues, up to almost 1,700 now. Great to see people interested in some historic. Had almost 180 players in the tournament today. These are something we're going to start doing every month, I believe, now, moving forward.
It looks great. And yeah, everybody, thanks for playing and being able to share the screen. I know there's a lot of stuff going on. So, but
Uro alongside Yarok the Desecrated here, just getting to come into play and draw a whole mess of cards here.
It's just the absolute worst.
Right.
Uro's not a real Magic card at all.
I mean, listen, Yarok's responsible for some of that too, Matthew.
Sure.
Look at that, doubling up that Elvish Rejuvenator.
It's great. Damage is done.
I feel like a match like this probably favors the Yarok field deck quite a bit. I feel like players are doing similar things, but the field deck goes a little bit bigger than the Nissa deck does.
Yeah, I'm with you. Man, take 8. That seems awful. There's not a lot you can do.
All right, Uro lets them hang out for a little bit, not even really, right? Like there's 16 zombies on the other side of the table.
They need some sort of sweeping mechanic.
Yep. And this is honestly, I had some people ask, why is this format different than Standard? And like, what J-Ray is playing is basically a Standard deck, right? Like the types of threats that they're playing, they got a little bit better mana in this format. But Field of the Dead existing and being legal is just a natural predator to these decks that are good in Standard right now. And the fact that these decks that are good in Standard right now aren't as potent here means that things like the Sultai hedge out don't get hedged out of Historic.
The Yarok Field deck has 12 minutes left? Is that what that says?
Yeah, it looks like the Yarok Field deck's ahead here, but they've actually spent almost 18 minutes off their clock winning this first game. So we could, again, see part of it where, this match comes down to someone clocking out.
This is hilarious. So they get a virtual 10. Is there a way they survive through that? I don't think there's 8 zombies. No, there's no way. 4 blockers.
Yep, Carver, everything will be up on YouTube. I'm gonna cut it all up match by match, so there'll be no downtime, and it'll be a tournament playlist.
Yeah, we're gonna get a little bit of information on the way out.
Yep, the old mill your stuff and take a peek. I mean, they know it's in the deck list, though, right? So like, they have my deck list our heads up here.
All right.
So this is going to be one of those games where we're kind of playing a sub game, right? So like, Charizard or J-Ray here, is basically playing to not lose.
Yeah, it is one of those. And then like you mentioned, I think earlier in the coverage that the deck's able to just like pivot really quickly. Like So it goes from like this. It wants to extend the mid game as long as possible and have no early game, and then just the late game just start throwing bombs out. So
Yep. Yeah, looks like Charizard's client struggling here a little bit. Oh, they've got Golos in their Yarok deck too. Wild.
yeah,
And Agent of Treachery at the top end.
have you restarted your client recently? That's my
Yep,
next.
good reminder to everybody still playing in the tournament today or just playing Magic Arena in general. Restart your client every 60 minutes or so. Matt and I are here for the entire day, Dan. What's 11 rounds of Magic between friends?
It's not even really like that bad either. Like 11 rounds of paper coverage is like, I don't know, 13 hours.
Yeah, this is
14.
actually, I was gonna say we're in round 6
Yeah,
and we're almost done with round 6, so we've only been live for about 6 hours. So like and these are gonna go a little bit faster as the day goes on too. So I bet we're probably gonna be done in another 4 hours tops.
yeah. I was gonna say you're gonna have like 20 people next round.
Pretty reasonable hand here for J Ray. Again, they are mostly just like playing to not lose at this point. Having some struggle on J Ray parts here. Basically, they need to end the game. They're racing the clock.
Yep. Hands on both ends. Blast zone. It's interesting.
The old
Hitting
Thoughtseize your Thoughtseize here.
Yeah, that was a nice pickup. Able to kind of strip them down a little bit here, and then I mean they get to go 2-3 curve, which is really nice into that Nissa probably.
Yeah, maybe turning like nothing for this event today, Tuber, but exploring running some kind of series type thing where we do events every month or with some regularity and players earn points. There's some kind of championship. Could definitely be something we can explore.
Oh man, that's such a beating.
Now, Charizard, something that's an interesting question to ask. I typically play a Nexus of Fate. Is Charizard playing a Nexus of Fate in their field deck?
Let's see. I thought I saw one, but it might not have been their deck. Nope, doesn't look like it.
Yeah, and that's a big thing, right? Like normally you wouldn't want to be milling them if you were milling them to just a Nexus of Fate, but because that's not there, you kind of mill them.
Right. Man, I mean, J-Ray's in really great shape here. Has the 5th land locked up. Had the removal spell for the Risen Reef. Has this Ashiok ticking.
See them shifting to milling themselves here, perhaps sticking for an Uro.
Yeah.
Little bit of unfortunate frame rate lag, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Remember, if you'd like to see coverage without frame rate lag, at some point you should let Wizards of the Coast know they should prioritize a spectator mode for Magic Arena, so events like this can be held without that component.
Gosh, and Charizard can get really punished if they don't trophy this in response to the activation of the Nissa. Because they drew Aether Gust now on J-Ray's end. Okay, this is rough. Okay, so J-Ray actually is going to play the land tapped. That's interesting.
Both your software seemed reasonable, Lurking Blade.
Huh.
We want our speckled taters, Watsy. So they know about this assassin trophy, so they're like hanging out to wait to play this, I suppose.
Yeah, they're just waiting on Nissa for another land.
And again, like we kind of talked about how, like, you know, the onus is on Charizard to really be able to win this game, and J-Ray, with being up on clock, is kind of playing to not lose in a way.
Wow, and they decided to blow up Blast Zone there.
I mean, the Ashiok is technically drawing J-Ray to an Uro, right? So like that's a
That's
real
true.
real concern.
It is true.
I wonder if we'll see Nissa play because we can Aether Gust here. I feel like
But
the
yeah,
answer is no. If you waited last turn, you probably wait again. Okay, we're just jamming it. Sure.
I think it's fine.
We're okay. So they're plussing this so they can hold up trophy, I guess. So that we're not holding up Aether Gust this turn. Then
Yeah.
why did we float mana with the breeding pool?
I don't know. I was just thinking about that. That was very
Yeah, I
interesting.
probably just probably like changed their line midway, but like they have two breeding pools, so it seems a little weird either way.
And now this Nissa gets to get shot without like costing anything, basically.
Yep.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, all right. It's just a lot of lands, though. So many lands. Huh. Well,
Yep, there's Ritual Soot, and then we found a Field of the Dead here
yeah,
for Charizard. However, the trophy's going to take care of that, right?
yeah, they have trophy lined up for this, which is nice.
So kind of down to top decks here. We've got just trophy's not really going to do it. Oh, and they trophied it in response, so they don't get a zombie either because they didn't
Right.
have another differently named land.
Yeah.
Well, Yarok does the thing, kind of, but it just dies to this trophy. Really waiting on like Uro or Green Cavalier for either of these players, I feel like, to bust this open. Hydroid Krasis would also be good for J-Ray on the bottom.
Yeah, Jerry's through like about half of their deck, I believe.
Okay, yep, there's the Krasis we talked about.
Yeah, that's definitely nice. Draw a couple cards. Nice. Yeah, and then Maelstrom Pulse is really nice because they know about this Yarok as well, and they have the trophy just hanging out for lands.
Yep. Risen Reef replaces itself, pretty much a free roll. Hey, that's better than a free roll. Although I guess so. Like this is interesting, right? So like you feel bad when they Maelstrom Pulse both your Risen Reefs, but like you drew 3 cards with them, so it's like kind of a wash.
It's fine. All righty. Hey, that's like pretty good actually. Okay.
Yep. And there's Uro. So yeah, I feel like Charizard might be able to drag this one across the finish line. Okay, Shifting Ceratops blocks Uro forever, but Uro still draws cards and gains life.
Yeah. Ceratops is really annoying.
It probably depends on how many cards are in Charizard's bin here. Let's take a peek here when they go to escape this. I'm gonna set Arena to slideshow mode really quick here.
Yep.
They found Cavalier. Okay, do you lead on that now?
I
I actually like leading on this while they don't have trophy up is big too because they can't trophy it in response now. Did they
right.
miss on a land? That's huge.
Wow. There's Ceratops, but
Ton of cards in there. This Uro just gonna have infinite food. A
yeah.
lot of good cards for Cavalier to get back to, so like you can't really kill that either. This is game 2 and Charizard is up a game. I guess you can't quite see the dots on Charizard's side. That's awkward.
Yeah.
It's not. They aren't broadcasting them. Charizard is up a game here. Their screen window is a little bit awkwardly captured. I'll have to drop them a message and let them know that they should broadcast just their arena window.
Jeez, Yarok now too. I mean,
Feels
they did the business.
Feels like this door slamming shut here pretty quickly.
J-Ray is our own Uro. This card, man.
He's the real deal. He's good on his own, and he's excellent.
That Agonizing Remorse is a big pickup too, because now they're able to kill. Obviously, they were able to kill Uro and strip it from the yard. Oh, jeez. What a weird game so far. Another double trophy? Just casual 4 trophies and 5 cards for the 2 players.
Yep. Listen, their cases are nice and full, okay? And like this trophy lets the other player trophy.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is stupid.
Yep.
You have a trophy. How about you have a trophy?
These players must be millennials. They're getting all these participation trophies.
Man. Wow, we let that attack. Okay.
Hey, World Eater, thanks for the brand new sub. Welcome.
Yeah, I think you have to take this hit here. I mean, you can. I suppose you can get rid of Yarok. That's probably fine. But
I mean, like, and next turn. So, okay, I guess it's not even that good, right? You're just like holding that. So if you're J-Ray here, I think you just like trophy the Uro, remorse it, and then escape your own Uro, right?
that's why I was thinking I would have taken the extra hit for 3 points from Yarok and just like done that. I would have been. You would have been able to do both. You would have been able to trophy and then like draw a fresh one.
I feel like this casualties is really okay. Maybe they don't realize that the remorse can exile the Uro?
It's gotta be it, because this is...
Yeah, and like, I feel like if they peel like a Field of the Dead, you're gonna really wish you had this casualties for.
Right. Yeah, Agonizing Remorse, the hidden mode of exiling a card, or not so hidden if you're new to the arena interface.
Yeah, and we're seeing Cavalier get back Cavalier here.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to loop, and it's going to be pretty tough to...
And this Cavalier could just find... Oh, I guess they're thinking about trophying this, so that way it shuffles what they put on top if they get a land. But they just decline to search, right?
It's not good, yeah. It's not good.
I feel like this was J-Ray's game to lose, and it feels like they're heading in the direction of losing it.
Yeah. This Uro's huge. I mean, man. If they hit a land, they don't even need a land, actually, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they Uro.
Yep, and then Uro comes back here.
Gosh.
Like, can J-Ray stall 6 minutes off of Charizard's clock here is a real question. Like, Charizard has to win this game. They're up game 1. They don't have time for game 3. Like, can they win this game is a real question.
Not at 10, I don't think.
That's a Field of the Dead.
Yep, that is...
Okay, just when you think you're out, the Hydroid Krasis pulls you right back in.
Good Lord.
If there was a card that could drag us back from the small mishap, I think that might be it.
That's an 8/8? Gosh.
Bring some friends along with it here. All the way back up to 14.
Holy cow.
Whew! Is that lethal? Oh, it's so close to lethal, Matthew. It's 13. So close. It's 13. Yep.
Sure.
And I think that missing on the fact that they could have trophied plus Agonizing Remorse the Uro was huge here.
Oh, they don't have another land.
Yep, there's no more basics.
Just Vindicate? I was thinking if it wasn't a Vindicate, they would be able to get a land and could have Aether Gusted to protect a little bit. But yeah, now this Uro's gone.
Yep.
Should be gone from Agonizing Remorse.
Yeah, I think you just take the Uro, right? You just
Yeah.
go
off
to
of
the graveyard and take the Uro.
See what they end up doing. Yeah. Oh, they're looking at their hand?
They're looking at their hand. Okay, click over to the graveyard.
I don't.
I think that's the line.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do it. Yeah, I mean, their hand is terrible, so.
Yeah, and their graveyard is like stacked, right? This is their best card.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Charizard identifying that line that I think J-Ray might have missed earlier in the game.
Yeah.
And then this is just lights out at this point, right? We've got the Ceratops. They have one unknown. Maybe the unknown stops them from attacking in. I'd be pretty surprised if that's the case.
Right.
If I'm on Charizard's side of the table, I'm just like, all right, here's my idiots. Do you have another thing?
Huh. All right.
Draw stepping the Cavalier, sure. Yeah, actually, you technically have Pro Blue from the Uro. This could be bluffing removal. Notably not Murderous Rider, though.
Right. Cannot be Rider.
All right, we see a good game there from J-Ray. Charizard. Yarok Field coming in over the more standard, kind of like a standard configuration of ramp. And like I said, I think that did a really good job to highlight the go-over-the-top ability of Field of the Dead from these Hydroid Krasis Nissa decks.
Yeah, I'm with you. That was a good back and forth one again, but you could see, like, I think that's the moment step we mentioned where there was a time where it could have trophied off the Uro and then taken it with Agonizing Remorse. Remember, that card does have a split mode, so that's something definitely to look out for.
Yeah, Remorse could have taken it out of the graveyard, and then that Uro and the card advantage of it more specifically allowed J-Ray to Charizard really to get back in the game and pull out ahead.
Yeah.
Right. How many matches do we have out here? That was actually the last match. I'm actually going to run to the restroom really quick, and we're going to roll right on into round 7 here, and hopefully we're just gonna pound these out here today. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I'm going to hit one ad roll while I do that. Be back in a few.